Welcome, everyone. We're in Milwaukee, the home of the Bucks, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this one following a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Now, here's ball. All sorts of time, and that's good off the glass that time. Well, if you like free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer, and Coach had nothing but praise for his players, saying they've done everything I've asked. They put in the extra work in practice, trying to turn their weaknesses into strengths. That's showing up in the win column. As a coach, Kevin, it's probably the best you can ask for. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
You know, when you think about the all-time greats in Milwaukee Bucks history, I mean, two names come right to mind at the top of the list. Lou Alcindor, also known now as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak.
And the shot goes in.
Lopez, not to be denied. Nice, strong finish there.
Pass to Adebayo. Now Kuminga. The rebound by Holiday. Clark, both Kareem and Giannis Antetokounmpo are greats in their own unique respective right, aren't they?
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, forces of nature, both of those guys. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the iconic and unmatched skyhook, which was a lethal weapon. And then Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, you think about his athleticism, his speed, his ball handling skills. At 7 feet tall is something we've not quite seen. Both of those guys had similar impact in their uniqueness and their championship caliber mindsets.
Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Here's Lopez. The Clippers grab the miss.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The kick out to Ball. To the wing right side. Here's Kuminga. And at last they get one to fall.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Pass to Len. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Now here's Adebayo. Back to Ball. For the three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, you know, it's a quirky release. There's no denying that. But he's a reliable shooter and scorer from the perimeter. Lonzo Ball making it happen.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. No good. Los Angeles leading by 6. And Giannis's journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak.
Here is Daniels. Clippers able to drain the three. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And now, Adebayo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing. Almost got there in time, but waited just a little too long.
And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Here is Miles. Here's Howard. And the shot goes down.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it. Giannis has got 6. Clippers leading by 9. Pass to Miles. Stolen by Holiday. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Excellent defense from Holiday pays off with the steal, and it starts a successful fast break.
Here is Howard. Outside for Miles. And the Bucks making a change here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for your Bucks.
Jackson with it. Pass to Howard. Shot from 16. From deep, Miles.
I love the persistence and consistency and urgency of Holiday's defense. He does not take any plays off.
18.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, of course, Giannis is the Bucks leader, but it's still Coach Bud who calls the shots. Giannis says, as players, we have to accept Coach's plan. We got to trust. That's the only way it's going to work. And sometimes it won't. Sometimes I'm going to execute the game plan, and sometimes I'm not. Not because I don't want to, but it's just not my day. Kevin, that is very, very good perspective.
Agreed. Thanks, David. Now here is Holiday. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lewis outside. In the corner, it's Ingram. And here is Lewis. Timeout called, the Bucks. Well, if there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man, it is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
Here's Lopez. Banked in off the glass. Lopez has got his second basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Now, here's Ball. Over in the corner, Kuminga. Off target with his 3. Bucks trailed by 3 to the paint. Here's Thor.
Always good to see Giannis get his teammates involved because he knows he can't do it alone. You know, you can't say enough about how important Brook Lopez was to the Bucks' 2021 title run. He gave that team an element they needed to get over the top, particularly as a rim protector and a guy who could score when needed.
Pass to Adebayo.
And Lopez, with his size, is so good at just taking away space at the defensive end.
Here's Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. When Lopez Clark arrived in Milwaukee in 2018, it was a pretty good union, wasn't it?
I agree, Kevin. I mean, he opened up their offense with his ability to stretch the floor as a big guy who can knock down threes. And then he really improved defensively and became an elite rim protector. The Bucks became a league power when Brook Lopez arrived. And the title came just a few years later. No coincidence.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Lopez, and Garuba pulls it down. Clippers leading by 3. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Ball. Now here's Adebayo. Los Angeles with another miss. They are right on the brink of taking the lead.
This is an absolutely critical juncture in this game.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Miles. Rejected by Len. And he's able to get it back. Shot clock at 6. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
Now here's Howard. Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
There's Giannis after the basket by Los Angeles. The Clippers grab the miss. They've led by as many as 11 points. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. Start a 3-game homestand with that game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And, you know, I think this is exactly what you want Howard to do. I mean, when somebody's open, show that you're willing to give the ball up.
And that one's good. Daniels.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter.
And Howard with the stuff.
Howard determined to punish the rim and scare off defenders when he gets inside. Watch out now.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Here's the Clippers. They're on a 10-2 run here. Pass to Howard. Here's Okogie. Back to Jackson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Outside Howard. Pass to Okogie. Howard with it. Now guarded by Len. The rebound by the Bucks. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. The shot off that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Lopez a screen. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Lopez has got the first bucket of the third here for the Bucks. Pass to Adebayo. Over in the corner, Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Daniels. Giannis outside. Back to Daniels. Clock at 6. Going inside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Timeout called, the Bucks.
You can see the coach very displeased with their defensive effort on the glass. They're giving up a bunch of second chance points. They got to get that corrected.
Clippers leading by 11. Pass to Garuba. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Daniels. Driving to the basket. Misses the layup.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Good on both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. On the wing, Daniels. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, the aggressive approach from Giannis, I like it. Not settling for the layup, instead punching it on. That's the way you do it.
Tries to save it. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
Down low. Antetokounmpo. Giannis dunks it down.
Giannis has taken it up a notch here, and he's always one of the more consistent players in the league, night in and night out, and he's getting it done tonight.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Giannis. Now Daniels. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Substitution for your Bucks.
Clippers leading by 13. Here's Kuminga. Lewis grabs the board.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint. .151 left in the third quarter. And
And the media is able to vote on awards like all rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
Substitution on the court.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Bucks trail by 13. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. It's Miles on the wing. Los Angeles with another miss.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
To the inside. Thor, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Boy, the athleticism of Miles is way up there. I mean, this guy cranks out sick dunks like nobody's ever seen before.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Now here's Lewis. He has 5. There's the drive. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. At one point, they led by 16.
Such a great rebounder, athleticism and length. Dwight Howard knows how to use those gifts that he possesses.
Shots good by Thor.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Jovic takes it inside. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And the Clippers have possession. To the middle. Here's Miles.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean,
and we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's ball. Pass to Adebayo. That one doesn't go. The Bucks go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Daniels with it. Now Covington defending. Here's Giannis. Yep, it counts.
you know, I think you're cooked the moment Antetokounmpo just gets the ball inside. I mean, he's got touch to go with his length and strength.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo. Bucks trailed by 13. Here is Daniels. And there's the drive. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Clippers leading by 10. Down low. And Adebayo throws it down.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
With the drive. And Lopez gets it to go.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Nailed from three-point land.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Daniels with it to the inside. And Giannis throws it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
The kick out to Ball. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And terrific to see Adebayo putting up big numbers. He's continuing to grow as a scorer.
Here's Daniels. Great D that time from Adebayo.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
Yeah, they've brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Kuminga's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Los Angeles. Timeout called the Bucks. Both teams will make substitutions. Bucks trail by 21. And here's Daniels. Loads it up for Giannis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Plays it up off the glass.
A pass-first point guard, Lonzo Ball, is very consistent at looking to get his teammates involved.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here.
He'll take those all day long.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Just look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
Antetokounmpo.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Driving the lane. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Pass to Adebayo. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And good that time.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And here is Ball. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yeah, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to